hidden beneath the radish leaves in the Zone 9B sun, we have Benizuru strawberry growing. So this is one, I believe this is one plant right here. If it's not, it's because it's been multiplying at the crown. Looks like there's about 3 crowns in there, so it probably multiplied. Earlier in the season, probably about a month ago, I showed a Benizuru strawberry that had 8 petals. Well, here's another one, and this one is real unique. This one actually had, I can see some nectar in there too. There's a lot of nectar today. Y'all see that glistening on the inside of the petals? That's nectar. Sweet ant was obviously loving that nectar. But if you notice how long that, look how long that is, that flower. This is a blooming flower. Look how long it is. It's not even yellow. It may still have bloom today. I wonder. The other 8 petal flowers right here. This one is almost ripe. Apologize, the radish leaves are blocking the sunlight, which seems to be helping Benizuru out a little bit. Here we go. You can see the seeds are starting to develop on there. It's starting to swell up and develop their color. You can see the seeds and you can see the hairs in there. So the strawberry is almost completely white at this point. Just the tip is green. So that's gonna start blushing soon and ripening soon. I gotta say, Benizuru is a very slow grower. Very, very slow, but it has so many unique characteristics that I believe once this fruit is ready and ripe, that this might be worth the wait. So I have plenty of blooms, obviously. This is, as I said, this is one plant. Here's a few fruit sets. Oh, this one is, I didn't notice that. So I guess the smaller fruits develop quicker. Or the fruit sets that aren't the 8 petal flowers, yeah. So I guess the 5 petal flowers develop develop faster. But the 8 petal flowers seem to develop slower, but they're so cool. So that's these will start blushing soon. I'm gonna stake these berries because I don't want insects beating me to them. Doesn't seem to be a June bearing yield yet, but we'll see. Plenty of runners coming off of Benizuru. I'm gonna start walking around and showing y'all the runners and whatnot. Here you can see a runner, a fresh one. And we also have these larger ones, which are very long. How long that is. And they have runners at the tips. So producing plenty of runners. I'm getting ready to start rooting these. There's runners actually everywhere. You can see some down here. Red roots on those runners. Let's get this one in the sunlight if we can. There we are. So you can see some red roots on that Benizuru runner. Beni means crimson in Japan, or in Japanese. Beni means crimson. And look, you can see this runner here is sending out a runner straight from its crown. That's amazing. I didn't know strawberries do that. Now I have seen, I noticed that they come off the ends of the runners, but I never noticed that they can come straight from the strawberry crown. So this is a very prolific variety as far as runners are concerned and whatnot. So I'm gonna root those just for fun's sake. I'm gonna let some of these hang out just so we can see how many are there. Get that. Very long runners. And over here we can also see some strawberry flowers. This has 7 petals. I looked at it, I was like, this one still looks unique too, but I noticed it didn't have 8, so there's 7 petals. Looks like they're just full of pollen. Here's another fruit set down here. So they're producing quite well. If we look back here, even more runners. Or it looks like that's how it multiplies at the crown. If we look in here, so you can see Benizuru makes a long runner, but it also makes a short runner, which makes it seems like it's multiplying at the, well, I guess that is how strawberries multiply at the crown. They just make very short runners. So if you can see in there, this was actually one plant right here, but you can see a crown back here, a crown right here, and these two are actually rooted, and this one is gonna get ready to start rooting. So that's how Benizuru multiplies at the crown. And then it also sends off these long, that's about 1.5 feet per length of runner. So about right through there, between each runner, that's about 1.5 feet of space. Then I also have a Benizuru plant back here, which will have some large fruit sets on it. I need to clean up some of this grass, but I have pineapples interplanted with the Benizuru also. I'm growing the radishes. I was testing out carrots, but the carrots didn't work out. I think radishes do excellent. Oh yeah, so if we look in here, we can also see multiple crowns. If we look in here, you can see about 3 crowns, but in here, it looks like it's actually splitting at the crown and not sending off those short runners. Looks like that's actually what's going on. So it probably multiplies in 3 ways, but you can see a runner right here coming out. Let's find those fruit sets. There's another runner. So about 3 or 4 runners on this one. They're fresh. Oh, I feel something moving. Is that a frog or a toad? I felt vibrations by my foot. That was a unique experience. I thought they had some, oh, here we are. I knew they had a fruit set on there somewhere. So it was only one fruit set. So this one is slow in the race, but nonetheless it's still in the game. As long as it's putting out runners, that's what I'm most concerned about. Let's get out of here without disturbing that frog. Yeah, as long as Benizuru is putting out runners, that's all I'm really concerned about. It seems like these radishes are actually helping out quite well. It's not blocking out the sun too much. It's giving it just the right amount of shading to help keep it basically keep that soil moist. So I do come pick the radish often, but it grows very fast. But yeah, y'all, you can see this is another unique flower that's about to open up. You can see beforehand, you'll know if it's gonna be a unique flower or not, because you can see count how many leaves are on there. So I guess the leaves coincide with the amount of petals that the flower will have. Like this one has about 5 leaves. This one has about 8. So that's gonna be another 8 petal. So you have a high chance of getting 8 petal flowers, and we can see it on here also. The amount of leaves on there, 2, 4. If you count the outer leaves, it's 4, 5, 6. That's about 8 outer leaves. But that's a beautiful flower, y'all. So see y'all in the next one. I'll keep you updated with Benizuru. Looks like we're gonna have a few ripe fruit soon. All right.